I'm Phoebe and I'll be your host for this exciting episode of KVPS News. Coming up, we will be talking about how iPads are used in the art room and in the classroom and what kids think about it. We will also be talking about all the different apps we use. Here's Jacob, Erin and Akmal with their story.
Hi, my name is Erin. So what are some great learning apps? I'll inform you about the learning apps every child ought to have on their electronic device. Motion allows you to do numerous animations using stop-motion technology. You may think that this app is sophisticated and hard to get your head around. Well, you are wrong. This app is easy to operate and doesn't require much skill. Here's an example of an animation creation.
iMovie lets you create movies and trailers anywhere with your device. With numerous videos, you can join these to make a movie. Who knows? This might be the start of a new career in film business. Let's check out a child's work.
Apps explain everything. This app allows you to explain what you are drawing. It is a very efficient app. This will show the teacher you have a good understanding.
Hello, my name's Flynn and today I'm going to do a bit of lattice multiplication. Okay, so first we multiply 6 times 6, which is 36. So we write that in the box.
Thank you for listening to this section of KVPS News. I'm Erin Gilpire, and back to you.
Thank you Erin and Jacob for that very interesting story. Now here's Erin with 5 iPad settings that you can't live without.
Settings is the brain of your iPad. You can control restrictions, your privacy, and accessibility. If you didn't have settings, it would be no use in having an iPad. That is how important settings is. Restrictions allow you to disable actions that you don't want done. Don't worry, nobody will hack in without a passcode. Privacy can stop people from looking at your location, contacts, and much more. If you set a passcode, people won't be able to get into your iPad. Make sure you remember it. Accessibility allows you to change loads of things like the text size and much more. You know how you get annoying notifications? Well, if you turn on Do Not Disturb, you won't get them.
Thank you Erin, that was a great story. Now here's Nathuni and Hiri with their story.
This is Nathani and Hiri reporting live from KVPS.
We all have to admit that as kids we do game a lot on the iPad, but what you think is happening is not.
Have you ever wondered what goes on behind the screen, such as decision making, problem solving, and cooperating with each other?
Let's have a look at a really amazing animation and talk to the creator of it. Hi Phoebe, thanks for joining us today. What went through to make this?
Well, I had to do some visualizing to know what I was going to do, and it took a lot of patience, like, to work out, to make it all, because it's just like heaps of photos put together.
Was it hard and challenging?
Well, it is hard because you try not to get your hand in it, but it's not really that hard once you get the hang of it.
Did you do any problem solving?
Yes, you had to work out the problem on what you're going to do next, otherwise the video would be 2 seconds short and you had to work out what to do and stuff.
What decisions were made?
Well, the decisions were the colours, what you were going to use. Yeah.
Thank you for your time today, Phoebe.
Now let's take a look at what really is happening behind the screen.
Let's have a look at 3 children working cooperatively.
Just be kidding, remember you want to cook? Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Let's have a look at how decisions are made.
Or we could maybe do like something like do some questions.
Let's have a look at some problem solving.
Maybe you could click on that and then you can get that and it's a nice image. Yeah. But then you have to like do this. Okay.
Hello, we are now with Mrs. Jonas, and for the teachers listening, Silvana Jonas. First of all, I would like to ask you a couple of questions if you don't mind.
I don't mind at all, Hero.
So what value do you think the iPads have in terms of learning?
In terms of learning, they are a tool that we use in the classroom to amplify the children's learning. We find that they add a lot of value to researching, to the way we apply our learning, to explain our learning, and there's always a use for them. They're never just sitting there waiting to be used.
Do you think that the one-to-one iPad program is like a necessary needed part of children's learning?
I think that the way technology is moving in the world, we need to keep our kids up to date, and a way that our school is addressing that issue is by having the one-to-one program. So I think it's a really important program to have, and I think it does add value to students' learning. So I think it's a great tool to be using.
Yeah. Do you think this program should be a permanent part of the school?
I think it should be a permanent part of our school, especially in the senior level. And as our school is working it with the 4, 5 and next year 6s, I think it's a really good way to be introducing it at the moment.
Have the iPads become an everyday use tool in the classroom?
They have become an everyday use tool. Sometimes they do not play a part in the education of that particular session, but most of the times we can find a use for it, even if it's as simple as looking up the meaning of a word, researching a concept for mathematics. There's always a use for the iPad.
Oh, so using it like for like instead of other tools like such as dictionary.
Yeah, as a replacement. But it's not the only thing that we use. We use it in combination with other things as well.
Thank you for your time today, and
thank you,
Hero.
Hero.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
That's it for our segment of KVPS News. Back to you, Phoebe. That's all.
Thank you, Hiro and Nathuni, for that great story. Now on to Tanisha's and my segment. Hi. Our names are Phoebe and
Tanisha.
Today's question for this segment is, how do kids use their iPads in art?
Well, we're about to find out how. In art, students scan a QR code. It helps the student reflect on their work by answering a number of questions. The student submits his or her answers, which automatically goes to a spreadsheet, so Miss Hallway can look at the answers.
Okay, do you think the QR code self-assessment was a good technique, and do you think you'll use it again?
It was something I've never ever used before. It was very exciting. I got instant feedback from the students, so I think it was a really cool tool to use. I'll definitely use it again.
Do you think the kids sent good responses?
From the responses that I got, I did it with 3 grades. I got some really good responses. Some of them could have been a bit longer, but I think we ran out of time. So on the whole, the responses were very, very good, very positive.
Which one do you think is easier, the paper one or the iPad one?
Paper assessment is very time consuming. For me to take all the children's artwork and assess it one after the other, it takes a long time. The QR code was great. The whole grade could scan the QR code, go straight to the Google Doc, get their assessment done within 5 minutes, and I got instant results. So I think that's much easier than the paper assessment.
Thank you for watching this segment of KVPS News. Now back to you.
That was a great story. Now on to Vindy's and Gianna's segment on iTunes U.
Thank you, Phoebe. Today we will be exploring the app iTunes U and interviewing some students about what they think of iTunes U. But first, let's take a look at what iTunes U is. Now here's Gianna with the iTunes U report.
iTunes U is an app where students take courses involving different types of subjects and sets out a format showing guidelines for the project.
Let's let's take a look at the students' opinions about iTunes U and also the teachers' opinions.
Did you think this app helped you with your learning and why?
Yes, it has helped me in my learning because it has lots of resources and it has videos that are linked.
Did you enjoy using iTunes U and did you like how it helped create your project?
Yes, I did enjoy using iTunes U and it helped me to complete my project to the best of my abilities.
Did you think this app helped you with your learning and why?
Yes, I think it does because in iTunes you can put courses on it and then the students can take them and then they can also do pre-tests, post-tests and everything in between.
Recently, the grade 5 students completed an iTunes U course on Earth and Space. The course had activities, resources, and assessments for the students to complete. By the end of the project, each student had created an interactive ebook, which was shared with teachers and peers.
Did you enjoy using iTunes U and did you like how it helped create your project?
I think iTunes U is a really good learning app because it has like pre-tests and post-tests, which allows the teacher to know what they know at the start and what they've learned at the end. And also the teachers can set tasks, like for them to watch a video maybe, or maybe download an app. And the students can also start discussions on the app. So then if they don't know, they can ask their fellow peers to answer their question. And so overall, it's like a really good learning app.
Would you say this app has helped your students in learning?
I would certainly say that it has helped my students in learning. I think that it enables us to put not only all the questions together in one document, but also makes all the resources available, such as videos, appropriate links, and it's all in one sort of package. So I think it certainly has helped students with their organisation and therefore helped the students.
Do you like the way iTunes U helps students in their learning and how?
Well, I would recommend it for students for the reasons that I've just said, really, is that it enables them to have everything all on the iPad, and therefore wherever they go, provided they have internet access, they can access all the videos that they require, all the websites, so they can all the assignment is packaged together, and plus they can also at the same time record all their information on the iPad.
Back to you in the studio.
What another fantastic report. Now it's on to Ryan and Ushan with their intriguing story on cyber safety.
And we'll be talking about what is cyber safety, Miss Popular and some other fellow students. But first, let's investigate further with Ryan.
So, hi Miss Popular, how are you?
I'm good, Ryan. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good. So how do you think the cyber safety program is going?
It's going really well. This term we've been working with the grade ones and we've seen them working on iPads, which has been really exciting. They've been going on ZipEp's Astro Circus. Also, we're finding that all the information that they're learning at school and about how to stay safe online, they're taking home to their families, and they're actually implementing some of those safety issues at home. We're seeing a lot of more respect online between students when they're emailing or going on chat lines. So we're actually seeing a lot of improvement, a lot of all the information that we're teaching them, all the strategies that we're teaching them, we're actually seeing them coming out through the use of technology in the school.
Do you think there are any flaws in your program?
We started off with a program 3 years ago and we're forever changing that program. We're adding to it, we're updating it. I also asked teachers for feedback in regards to how they felt the program went and whether it was pitched to the information was pitched correctly for the kids. So we're forever changing the contents, and of course, as you know, technology is forever evolving. So we've got to actually also teach new information as it's coming through, or about apps that are coming out continually, new apps. So it's about forever changing the program. It's not a program that once you do it, it stays like that. You continually have to move with technology. They're progressing really well. We're seeing through the use of iPads in grade 4 and 5, we're seeing that the children are using all those strategies that we've given them about keeping safe online, and also being respectful towards each other online, and also about the use of technology, using it as a tool to support their learning, which is really great. So we're seeing all these different pieces of information, learnings and strategies coming through in their everyday use of technology, not just in technology but also offline as well as online.
So, do you think you can improve the program? If so, how?
After we've actually run a session or the unit of work, we actually come together with the teachers and the students and we talk about what they liked about the program and what needs improving. So, like I said before, there's constant changing and adding to the program, keeping up with technology that is forever changing. And the children we also ask the children to give us feedback. And we get a fair amount of feedback when we do the learning intention and the success criteria. We see what the children are actually learning, and we're seeing that in their use of technology.
So that's what the teachers think. Now let's see what the students think.
Yeah, they're fun. It's interesting to learn about the internet and what you should do on the internet.
It's good for the children to learn on it, and it's educational. And when you're gonna get when it's cyber safety, it's good because it's electronic and yeah.
Well, I think it's a good learning tool because you get to learn more stuff on the iPad than doing it on anything else.
Thank you for watching this segment of KVPS News. Back to you, Phoebe.
Thank you for watching this episode of KVPS News. On behalf of the news crew, we hope you like it. I'm Phoebe, your host. See you next time.